Let's dive into some incredible music. We're doing a deep dive today on Falling Under, the debut single from Awaiting Abigail.
Ooh, great choice. I'm excited to dig into this one.
Me too. Are you ready to get swept away by some awesome vocals and killer guitars?
Always. But before we get lost in the sound, can we talk about the band for a second? Their backstory is pretty wild.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like a rock and roll fairy tale or something.
Right. You have these seasoned musicians from a popular 90s band, Lost Reality.
Yeah. Heather on drums, James guitar, Laurie on bass. I mean, they were legends.
They were huge EE, and now they're back. And get this, they've teamed up with a father-daughter duo, Mike on guitar and Corey on keys.
Talk about musical chemistry.
Right. Family ties and rock and roll. It's a recipe for something special.
It really is. And then enter Abigail Hill, the incredible vocalist discovered by James during a local theater performance. Talk about a sliding doors moment.
Like, what are the chances? It's meant to be.
Totally. Okay, enough talk. Let's hear this magic. We're going to play the intro for you now. Get ready.
Okay, hitting play.
Oh, man, every time. Those eerie synths. And then Abigail's voice. It's like she's calling you in from another world.
And then, boom, those guitars hit you like a wall of sound.
That blend. It's incredible. What was your first impression?
It's like they're playing with these different elements, you know? You've got that ethereal symphonic vibe from the synths, and then they slam you with this hard rock energy. It's like a clash between light and dark.
I totally agree. And that's what I love about Awaiting Abigail. They're fearless. They take these seemingly opposite sounds and they weave them together into something completely new.
Yeah, it's like they're defying genres. Like, we can be both delicate and powerful. Watch us.
So true. Okay, we have to talk about Abigail Hill's vocals. That range, it's unreal.
From soft whispers to full-on rock screams. And it's also controlled and emotional. You can feel every word.
It's like she's not just singing, she's telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of stories, the title itself, Falling Under. It's so evocative.
Yeah, it immediately draws you in, makes you think about what it means to fall under something.
When I first heard it, I thought about vulnerability, surrendering to something bigger than yourself.
Oh, I love that. I got more of a feeling of giving in to something irresistible, something that pulls you in despite any fears you might have.
That's a great interpretation.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the unknown, even when it's scary. And the lyrics, they totally play with that back and forth between holding on and letting go, fighting against the current, and then just letting yourself get swept away. It's so relatable, especially when it comes to love and relationships.
You hit the nail on the head. It's like that feeling of falling head over heels for someone, even when you know it might not be safe. But you can't help it. You're drawn to them. That one line gets me every time. Caught in the undertow, where the shadows grow, I'm falling under. It's like perfectly captures that feeling of being pulled into something alluring and dangerous all at the same time.
Oh yeah, it gives me chills too. It's like that moment you realize you're in too deep, but you don't even care because the feeling is just so intense.
It's that surrender,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. We've all been there at some point. And that's what makes Falling Under so powerful. It speaks to these universal emotions that we all experience. The vulnerability, the desire, the surrender, it's all there.
Yeah, it's like she's singing about our own love stories, the good, the bad, the messy.
With a voice that could melt glaciers. Okay, let's talk about how the song actually unfolds. It's got this incredible build, these quieter verses where the guitars are kind of held back.
And then bam, the chorus explodes. Those dual guitars just soar.
What did you think about that structure?
Well, it's that classic verse-chorus structure, but they play with the dynamics so well. The verses have this hesitant energy, like they're pulling you in close, and then the chorus is this massive release, a declaration of passion and defiance. It's like a musical roller coaster ride, honestly.
Yeah, those quiet climbs followed by the exhilarating drops.
And then there's that bridge. Whoa, it goes
Yeah.
in a totally different direction. The tempo slows down, the mood gets darker, and you feel that tension building, like the calm before the storm.
And then that final chorus hits, and it's even more powerful than before. It's like she's emerged from the darkness, stronger and even more determined.
It's genius, really, the way they use contrast and release. They create this sonic journey that keeps you guessing, keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And through it all, Abigail's voice is our guide, leading us through the dark and into the light.
You said it. You know, it's not just Abigail's voice that's captivating. The musicianship is phenomenal.
I know. I was listening with the headphones earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was like I was inside the music. You can hear every single note, every strum, every cymbal crash. It's crazy.
Right.
The production is so clean, but it's not overpolished, you know?
Yeah.
They've got that raw energy, but without sacrificing clarity.
They really found that perfect balance between studio magic and live performance energy.
Totally. And speaking of live performance, I bet this song is insane live.
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. Abigail commanding the stage, those guitars roaring, the drums pounding.
Oh, I'd be front row headbanging for sure.
Me too, 100%. Okay, but something else I think is really cool is the band's backstory. It's not every day you see a 90s band reunite and then bring in, like, family members.
Rising star vocalist.
I know. So wild. I read that Lost Reality was this close to making it big back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. They had a record deal, a hit single, and then poof, they were gone. What happened?
Well, it sounds like it was a few things. Creative differences, maybe industry pressures, a little bad luck. Who knows?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but they all went their separate ways, pursued other things, but the music always stayed with them.
It's like they say you can take the musician out of the band, but you can't take the band out of the musician.
Exactly. And so when James, Heather, and Lori decided to give it another go, they brought in Mike, and his daughter just happens to be a crazy talented keyboardist.
Keep it in the family.
Right. Such a cool dynamic. And then you add Abigail to the mix, who was practically born to be a rock star.
I know. It's like all these pieces of a puzzle just falling into place at the perfect time.
Fate works in mysterious ways, doesn't it?
It really does. And the fact that they've come together to make music this powerful, this authentic, it's like a testament to the enduring power of passion and second chances.
It's inspiring for sure.
It makes you realize that it's never too late to chase your dreams, even if those dreams involve screaming into a microphone and shredding on guitar.
Well, there's a lesson for all of us, right? Whether it's music, art, whatever, don't give up on that spark.
Right. Never give up. Now, I want to go back to the lyrics for a minute.
Okay.
We talked about that feeling of surrender, falling under. But there's this underlying strength and resilience in the song, too.
Oh, totally.
It's not just giving in. It's about rising above, finding your power even in the chaos.
I agree. And there's this one line that really stuck with me. I'm breaking free from the chains that bind. I'm rising from the ashes, leaving fear behind. It's like a declaration of independence, you know?
Yeah.
It's refusing to be defined by the past.
Yes. It's about taking control of your own story.
even when that story has a few stumbles and falls along the way.
Absolutely. And that's another thing I love about Awaiting Abigail's music.
Yeah.
It's raw, it's honest, and it's relatable. They're not afraid to show their vulnerability, but they also celebrate their strength.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, we all fall down sometimes, but we always get back up, stronger and wiser.
And sometimes those falls can lead us to something even more amazing than we could have ever imagined.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so before we wrap up our deep dive into Falling Under, I wanted to share something that really resonated with me personally.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
The song made me think about the times in my life when I've felt lost or unsure.
We've all been there.
Right, like I was falling under the weight of expectations and self-doubt. But those experiences, even though they were really hard, helped me grow into who I am today.
You know, that's so powerful. It really highlights the universal appeal of this song, right? It doesn't matter if it's love, loss, career struggles, or just dealing with life's ups and downs. We all have those falling under moments. And it's what we do with those experiences that defines us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Falling Under is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope. There's always a chance to find your way back to the light.
And maybe even find a strength you never knew you had.
So true. Okay, so before we move on to our final thoughts, I want to just take a moment to appreciate the artistry behind Falling Under.
Yes.
From the intricate guitar work, the dynamic drumming, those atmospheric synths, and of course, Abigail Hill's incredible vocals. Every element of this song is crafted with so much care and passion.
Oh, absolutely. It's a testament to the talent and vision of each band member.
They've created something truly special here. A song that's both timeless and timely, raw and refined, familiar but completely unique.
And you know, I have a feeling this is just the beginning for Awaiting Abigail.
Me too. I can't wait to see what they do next. But for now, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with our final thoughts on Falling Under by Awaiting Abigail. All right, we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into Falling Under.
That was quite the musical journey, wasn't it?
It really was. I feel like we've covered so much ground already, but we can't sign off without talking about the music video.
Oh yes, the music video.
It's amazing. They took the emotions of the song and turned them into this incredible visual experience.
It really is. I was blown away by how well they captured that feeling of being caught in a whirlwind.
Right. That push and pull between light and dark, surrender and defiance. And Abigail, she's like almost dreamlike, navigating this surreal landscape.
The way they cut to the band performing those close-ups of the instruments, you can feel the energy just radiating through the screen.
And the lighting. The way they play with shadows, it creates this whole atmosphere of mystery and intrigue.
So symbolic, too, those moments of darkness representing the struggles, the fears, and then those bursts of light, hope, resilience.
It's like a visual metaphor for the song's message, that even when you're falling, you can always rise again. That ending, though, when Abigail breaks free from the chains.
It sends shivers down my spine every time.
Such a powerful statement. It's like she's declaring, I'm not defined by my past, my fears, or anyone else's expectations. I'm taking control.
It's a message that resonates on so many levels, I think.
It really does. We all face challenges, we all stumble and fall, but it's those moments that shape us and make us stronger.
Falling Under is like an anthem for anyone who's ever felt lost or uncertain.
I think you're right. It reminds us that we're not alone in those feelings, and even in the darkest times, there's beauty and strength to be found. So as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What are your falling under moments? What challenges have you faced? What fears have you overcome?
Those times you felt like you were losing control but found your way back to yourself.
Share your stories with us in the comments. We'd love to hear them.
And don't forget to check out the full song and music video.
You can find the link in the episode description. Awaiting Abigail is definitely a band to watch. They have so much talent, passion, and a message that speaks to the soul. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep listening, and keep falling under the spell of music.